Hey, this is Chris and Matt, and we are here at the North Texas Comic Book Show.
Okay,
Tell us a little bit more about it.
Well, okay. Let's see. In a short span of 2 years, this show has grown from a one-day event with one room to, well, a one-day event with multiple rooms.
Absolutely.
Absolutely an amazing group of people. We got toys, we got games, we've got jewelry, we've got art.
Yeah, and this is over 2 years in the making. This has grown exponentially. I mean, look, we've got jewelry right here. We got artwork, original artwork, not just stuff that you're gonna get like right off the street or at Walmart or anything like that. This is people who spend their lives drawing this stuff and doing all this artwork.
Well, and I tell you, one thing I love about this event is the simple fact that it brings everybody out.
Oh, yeah.
Kids, families, dogs, pets, children.
Us.
Yeah. Exactly.
And we also have all these toys at great prices, and we love the people here.
Ooh, Deadpool.
Oh, yeah, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, nerdy shirts, comics.
Yeah. There's a lot of fascinating and amazing stuff, and what the hell?
What the frack?
He's supposed to be working right now.
Not again.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What are you doing?
Just getting to work.
You have like 30 of those.
I don't have enough of them.
This is the North Texas Comic Book Show. You should come out.
Really?
Hey, it's Matt with Scns Live, and I'm here with my buddy Ben, who he has an amazing assortment of vintage video games. So this is all yours, right?
Yes, this is a personal collection, not affiliated with any store, though maybe someday I'll have one of my own.
Well, yeah, I mean, especially with all of this that you have.
Well, and this is only about a quarter of my collection, so this is just stuff I've handpicked out of it to bring down here to the con.
Oh my gosh, so your house must be an entire just video game store.
It's kind of getting there, but I figured it's about time we start downsizing some of it. So again, it's easier for me to bring down a lot of this stuff that people are nostalgic for. I buy a lot of it because I get nostalgic for it, and it's fun times to sit and play some of the Nintendo or Super Nintendo or 64 games, Sega, going all the way back there.
So how long has it taken you to collect all of this?
6 months.
6 months? Really?
I started 6 months ago. I had a little bit of extra money sitting around. I started hitting up flea markets, garage sales, things like that. Started contacting people, traded services for video games, things like that, and it just started growing to a point where people contact me by word of mouth and say, hey, I hear that you collect video games, and instead of going to places like Movie Trading Company where a $20 game they get $1 for, I'll just buy a full lot for way more than that. So it worked out really well. It's allowed me to continue growing my collection. It kind of is paid for itself in that mentality. But I get to come here and set up games that kids are playing, and we're having fun with it.
That's really cool. So that means that if you really, really persevere, you can do this in 6 months. So
well, and have a lot of the extra fundage to do so. That's a big and an understanding wife. That helps a lot.
That's always for the best. That really is.
Yes, it is.
So do you have a favorite?
Oh God, there's a lot of favorites. I mean, I've got things like Majora's Mask here for Nintendo 64 is one of my favorite Zelda games.
Oh, and that's a special edition.
This is the special edition, the gold cart. I mean, I've got the Kirby collection here. All of these, I've sat down and played at least some point. If I haven't played them, they're on my list to play. But I mean, I've got Chrono Cross, which is another one that I absolutely love. Got a lot of the Final Fantasy games. I mean, it's like I said, it's good times to just sit and play, and it's hard to pick an absolute favorite just because of how wide a variety there is to it.
Well, that's really cool. That really is amazing. I mean, to collect all of this in 6 months, I mean, that's just blowing my mind right now.
It's kind of become a second job for me, where it's a lot of weekends, a lot of evenings driving all throughout DFW, but it's something that I wanted to do, and I started finding the contacts, started finding the people, and finding the places to go, and yeah, I was able to build this up.
All right, cool. Well, hey, next convention, come over and see Ben. He'll give you a good price, and you can get a bunch of vintage video games, all right? I'm actually going to go buy Banjo-Kazooie right now, so we'll check you back next time.
Okay, guys, we're at the North Texas Comic Book Show. This is Grayson. He's 3 years old, and Grayson has something he's going to do for us. Grayson, what have you got, buddy? Your song?
Yeah.
Sing it.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man, does whatever spider can. Spins a web, catches flies. He's got radioactive. Watch out! Here comes the Spider-Man.
Hey everybody, Chris, live on the comic book floor, and I've run into a friend of ours, Ron Killingsworth from Collected.com. How are you, sir?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. Tell us what you're doing here today.
Well, we're selling cool stuff. That's what we do at these shows.
Selling cool stuff. Let's define that out a little bit, because there's a lot of cool stuff in the world. What in particular are you selling today?
Well, everything from, we've got the second appearance of Flash for the Silver Age stuff, all the way up to the current stuff. We've got action figures, we've got Walking Dead, we've got Game of Thrones, we've got My Little Pony, a little bit of everything.
That's one of the more interesting things I wouldn't have heard of a few years ago. Walking Dead and My Little Pony in the same sentence. But truthfully, you've got actually some exciting news to share.
Yes, we do. We have one store over in TCU right now, or over in Fort Worth by TCU. And then we have just expanded and we've purchased the Lone Star locations in Hearst and Plano. And we will take over operations of those on September the 1st.
You know, there's something about that. Yeah, we know some guys at that store. We've done our show there, so I'm guessing we're going to be doing our show with you.
You certainly will.
There's some news, kids. Breaking news. We're going to be doing shows with this guy. Check out his stuff. Go to Collected.com. Check out their stuff and hit the stores as well. Bring him some business, because this guy and his team are some of the most amazing people I've had an opportunity to work with. So check them out, and let's see what they have.
Wouldn't be a con without interviewing a cosplayer too. This is Al from Arlington, Texas. How you doing, Al? Great costume, man. So you've kind of done like your own take on Green Lantern here, right?
A little addition here and there. And
I like the addition with the green glasses. It works. It works. How long did it take you to get it together?
well, I have to tell the truth. The suit itself came from Portrait Designs, so unfortunately, all I can do is sew buttons. But a full suit, not me. But the chest plate I found from my former job, and just did a little redesigning and everything, and found the glasses, and it just kind of came together.
So I take it Green Lantern is one of your favorite heroes?
I enjoy that one very much, yes.
Okay. Which one is your favorite Green Lantern?
I'd have to go with the John Stewart because I'm a little, well, I have to say after the movie I'm a little Hal Jordan burnt out. No offense to Ryan Reynolds, but the Green Lantern First Flight animated movie.
Hey, John Stewart made Justice League Unlimited great, so I'm all for John being in the next one too. Let's just go ahead and bring John in. It expands the core some.
Well, there's so many members of the core, they should bring more people in.
And we've seen you at a couple of cons around the area. I've always seen your Green Lantern costume. What do you think about the North Texas Comic Book Show?
Well, let's see, this is on my second one right here. I've been able to catch in time, but it's growing and looks pretty good. I was here last time when Lou Ferrigno was here, and that was pretty cool.
It's certainly grown quite a bit. It's probably time for it to. It's growing more every time. It's kind of cool. You can come back a couple of times a year to check out this show, and each and every time it's. The levels increase. You're getting more people in. It's an awesome show.
Oh, yeah.
Well, thanks for interviewing with us, Green Lantern. Hold on, get a look at that right there.
Okay. And if I might do one shameless plug for a group I'm involved
Oh,
with.
shameless plug. Go ahead,
Yeah.
shameless plug.
Well, it's for Heroes, Cops, and Kids, and it's Dallas police officers that go in costume to different schools and charity events, and they go as superheroes. We just did Scottish Rite Hospital earlier today, and we had Batman and Wolverine and myself and Snake Eyes from G.I. Joe.
I wouldn't say it's a shameless plug. This is a good thing.
Well, that's what we're trying to go for.
I think, is there a link that somebody can go to if they're looking to help out or anything?
Yes, we're on heroescopsandkids.org, and we're also on Heroes, Cops, and Kids on Facebook.
Links are right there, guys. Go ahead and check those guys out. Hey, man, thanks for interviewing
Thank
with
you.
us. And thank you for letting us know about a good cause.
My pleasure.
Everybody, it's Chris. I'm outside by the pool, and I run into the great Jillian Spinks, who is doing her Catwoman today. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Good, good. So tell us, and I always like to ask this, especially with cosplayers. First and foremost, why pick Catwoman? Because I know a lot of other folks do it. Why?
I get asked that a lot, and the reason I love her and go to her is because she is kind of my spirit animal in a way. She reflects the truth, really. She's just not afraid to be herself. She's just got that wild side to her, but she has a good heart. So even though she walks the side, a little bit of the bad side, she has a really good heart.
So what you're saying is that even though she is a wanton thief and criminal, she has a heart of gold.
Yes, I believe so.
Okay, good, good. So let's, and of course, I always like to ask, especially with cosplay, how long did it take you to put the gear together here?
This one didn't take long at all because I have the bodysuit for, actually bought it for roller derby to be a Lone Star assassin. I dressed all in black and had a whole assassin outfit for roller derby photo shoots, and then it doubled as Catwoman, as Black Widow, as anything I needed. So it's really come in handy.
So you're a derby girl, right on. Wow. Okay, I like derby's awesome. Okay, now you were telling me something before we came on camera. You're actually, well, boys, unfortunately, she's got a mister, but he's not what you would figure is Catwoman's paramour. Who's he usually play?
He's a Wolverine type.
Probably a lot of scratches, a lot of biting.
Claws.
Yeah.
It's hot.
Yes. Hey everybody, Chris once again, and well, I actually found two of our youngest fans. This is Kim
Hi. Hi.
and Brianna.
Hello.
And they came up to us when we were here at the show, and they wanted to be interviewed, and they wanted to interview me as well, and that guy that's running the camera. So let me ask you a question. First and foremost, you're here at the comic book show. What do you like about it?
Well, there was this really cool guy that he had like this, he made these like bracelets and earrings and stuff out of like little tiny rings.
Oh, that's right. The guy that does the chainmail in there, right? Yeah, we saw that too. That was pretty cool. How about you, Brian? What have you enjoyed so far?
I've enjoyed all the creative stuff here because this is my first time coming here, actually.
Well, that's pretty neat. First time to be at the convention. What are your are you a comic book reader?
Kind of.
Who's your favorite hero?
My favorite hero would probably be Catwoman.
Wow. Okay, we just had a Catwoman out. Did you see her? She's cool, isn't she?
Yes, very much.
So how about you, Kim? Who's your favorite hero?
Girl or boy, because...
Well, it doesn't matter because heroes can be a girl or a boy.
Well, I kind of like Wolverine.
Wow. I like this kid. She's all right. She likes Wolvie. So
I went to watch it yesterday.
so you went and saw the Wolverine. Did you go with your mom and dad?
With my brother and my dad.
Your brother and dad. Okay, at least one of your parents or guardians was there. Okay. Well, let me ask you this. Okay, now one thing these two young ladies told me before we went on camera is that they're actually fans of our YouTube videos. I'm shocked. We've actually met some fans of the videos. Let me ask you, what is your favorite video?
Well, I like the one where Jason gets beat up.
Well, we have a lot of those. Do you have one in particular?
No, I kind of like all of them. They're funny.
This kid is just awesome. I like her. How about you, Brianna?
I also like seeing people beat up. It's pretty hilarious, you know. And I always crack up.
So you always crack up. Now, do you crack up more at me getting beat up or Jason getting beat up?
You.
For the mouths of babes.